All right, guys. Welcome back to the Homi podcast, episode 3. We are going to finish up the Sandhagen or Magomedov card. We're going to talk about the prelims real quick. Let's get right into it. You have your co-host, Skitzo BloodLine, and
Brooklyn Feliciano.
Let's get it, my guy. Menefield versus Murzakanov.
Azamat Murzakanov.
Just how is Menefield a fucking plus 200 dog? Am I missing something? Am I the problem?
This is what I was thinking too. I don't get what's the this guy must have dynamite in his hands, man. He didn't look good in the weigh-ins. He looked like shit.
He don't look good in his pictures, the weigh-ins. He don't. I mean, what are we doing here, guys? Right? Like, what are we really doing here? Because somebody's setting, like, the books are trying to play games, and I'm not letting them do that on this one.
Yeah.
This guy has, and I was just looking at it, my fucking screen went out. Wait 1 second here.
He hasn't fought anybody.
He only fucking thing he's fought is the fucking scale, bro, and it's not look good. Like
when Dustin Jacoby's your best fight and it was your last fight, that's a problem.
No kidding. No kidding.
I see he was supposed to fight Ozdemir, Khalil Roundtree. It got canceled, and this is his next fight. It's been 1 year and 4 months.
There's what are they? I'm just confused. I'm just trying to figure out what the books are saying that I'm not. That's really all. I'm baffled.
Yeah.
And I'm a little offended that they're insulting my intelligence to this degree. Like, I don't give a fuck if this guy's 13-0. He's fought nobody. Unanimous decision against Dustin Jacoby. Congratulations.
Menefield has one too over
4 of his last 5. So I don't see it. Now, all right, so where are we at, Brooklyn? Because I don't even feel like there's much to talk about on this one. I'm gonna be real with you.
I like the dog here. I do like Alonzo Menefield. He looked way better. You know, I'm all about how you look, first impressions. And Alonzo Menefield, he's always looking like a specimen anyway. So he's jacked, super jacked, and this guy comes in looking all fat and sloppy. I like Menefield here. I couldn't believe that Menefield was the underdog here. So I was thinking Azamat must have like dynamite in his hands. So I do like the fight not going the distance because I could see if Alonzo Menefield maybe gets caught or Alonzo Menefield does what we think he's gonna do and defeat him. Either way, but I do like the money line as well.
Yeah, I'm with you. My hard part on this one is what's the better bet? Because there's 2 good ones.
Yeah. I will fight N by knockout is -140. I'd kind of like that. Points is +150. But you know what? It's risky for me because I've betted on Menefield before on fights that I couldn't decide if he's gonna win or not. And I bet the rounds and it always goes decision. It always seems to like somehow make it to decision.
And and mind you, he's in his mid 30s going into his high 30s.
Yeah.
He's no spring chicken.
Right.
Would I be surprised if it ended in a knockout? No, but would I be surprised?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised either way. It's one of those fights where I'm not expecting much, and And that's kind of like the scary part about betting on it, right? Is when you don't know really, you're not really expecting much out of this fight. I almost want to fucking scrap this fight. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I do too. I wouldn't be opposed to that. And there's another fight on the card that I also would scrap, but we'll keep it when we get there. This is a weird fight. I don't like the odds. I don't know what Vegas is seeing.
Menifield has
Menifield,
14 fights in the UFC, bro.
wow.
This guy has 3.
2, 3? Oh, yeah, 3. No, I see. Oh yeah, this is Menifield, right? Yeah, this is Menifield. Okay. Yeah, he got 3 fights. 1 submission, 9 KOs, and 3 decisions. I mean, he's fought nobody.
Menifield has a lot of experience. He's been in there, I believe, with like Ovince Prue, you know, Misha Serkinov, Jimmy Crew twice, Carlos Ulber, even though that ended fast. I mean, you know, this fight to me is very sloppy, bro.
Yeah.
If I have a gun to my head, I might lean towards not go the distance. Then again, like you said, every time we've done that on Alonzo Menifield fights, where the fuck does it go? Straight to the goddamn judges.
Yep.
Every time in the past that we've done that.
Yeah. I feel so good about, huh?
What's your over under?
Over under, over 1.5, minus 146.
This bitch just got me at 2.5. I don't
but
like
on
feeling.
Movada, you could buy down, right?
Not on this. Not on this fight.
Yeah. This is a setup. This feels and smells like a setup.
This
I don't
feels.
know how.
I almost feel like I need a shower now.
I definitely feel like I think many people are thinking what we're thinking as far as Menifield looking way better, more experience. I don't understand the underdog here. It's confusing, quite frankly, it's confusing. How the fight will end, the best bet shows KO TKO minus 140, submission plus 700, and points plus 150. So it's looking like points or KO.
So I think the best thing to do here is the same. We had that one Hedge fight on the main card, right?
Yeah.
Will the fight go the distance? Yes and no. I think we hedge.
Yeah.
Why not? I don't want to waste the space, but I don't want to bet on it. I don't like it.
Yeah. And even the no at minus 210 is pretty solid odds when you think about it. If you're taking if you're gonna hedge as Matt, he's a minus 225. You're gonna hedge it with Menifield, he's a plus 188. You could do that too, but yes is plus 60, plus 160, and no is minus 210. So they're kind of like the same.
Have the exact same odds.
Yeah.
And quite
like
frankly, I would not be surprised it went the distance.
Yeah.
What do you think? Hedge?
Yeah, this is definitely a hedge fight. You know, if I have a gun to my head and I'm picking a straight winner here, I would take my chances with Menifield just off of experience in the UFC, and as a Matt not having that good of an opponent track record. Like when the best fighter you fought in the UFC is Dustin Jacoby, it makes me feel like you're not that good. That 13-0 is it's like a facade of some sort. 9 knockouts, 1 submission. So at a 13 fights, he got 10 finishes. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's so weird. And then you look at Menafield. He got how many wins? 15 wins, 9 by knockout and 4 by submission, so 13. So it's interesting, but he got 2 knockout losses and he lost his last fight by knockout. So maybe that's where the underdog is coming here.
Could be.
Maybe they're thinking he's gonna get rocked again. Usually when people get knocked out, their next fight they don't do too well. But it's not like he was taking a lot of punishment. It was quick. It was fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the gun to my head again. I'm doing Menafield, but there's no gun to my head right now, and
yeah,
I don't really need. We don't need this leg.
Yeah,
like
we don't.
Desperately.
On Hedge, a prelim. Yeah, on a prelim bet. This is the last fight on the prelims. You'll hedge this. Yeah. It's like what we would do if there was a very even main card and we don't know who to pick. We're gonna hedge that fight with the rest of the ones that we do like. This way, you're not losing money here.
Yeah.
If the other stuff hits, you're either going Menafield or any one of those guys to win.
All right, so we'll run that.
Your camera went off.
Did it?
Yeah.
I see myself. That's weird.
Yeah. Well, at least if you see yourself.
So it better be on. Yeah, it's on.
There it goes. I see you now.
Maybe it's a connection issue.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. So what happens when you have no script and you just have raw conversations. But,
yeah.
Just raw dog at the podcast.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll move on from that one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, but I'm gonna overthink it if I stay on it, honestly.
Yeah, and that's when the L's come if you overthink.
We sit on it too long and then we're like, fuck that. All right, give me 1 second here. So Mohammed and how the fuck you pronounce that? Fernandes.
Yeah, and Caillou.
Not a fight that I'm really that interested in personally, but I want to hear what you have to say. If you have anything to say.
Yeah. Same. Coin flip. But I see Mohammed is a huge underdog. So
Mohammed.
Haram. Haram. This is haram. This fight is haram.
This fight is very haram. I don't like it.
Like it.
There's not enough on these guys. Last I looked.
Yeah. And then you got Muhammad is from Dubai, so I don't feel comfortable taking a minus 370 when we don't know enough. It's not like he's. I mean, you look at his record. It's not like he's so impressive. He's 8-2. He's 8-2, and he's 0-1 in the UFC. He lost to Mark Dukasi.
What's your over under?
Over under 1.5 minus 148.
Why is it at 1.5? Mine's at 1.5 too. I think over.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a boring ass fight.
Yeah.
I'm cool not betting on it, but if we are gonna bet on it,
I like the over here.
Should we do over?
Yeah, I like the over here.
Jump in the over?
Yeah, decision, KO, decision,
Just fought a bunch of bums. You know what I mean?
KO, submission, decision. And both of these guys last 5, there's 3 decision each. So that's 10 fights, 6 decisions.
You know?
Yeah.
But mind you, on the big stage, people freeze up a lot. This is only their second fight in the UFC. Yeah. They both lost the first one in a decision.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm willing to take the risk on that. This is not something to swing the hammer on, but
yeah. I like the over. I like the over 1.5. The fight to not go the distance, no, is -220. That's the favorite. Plus 170 for yes, the fight goes a distance. But over 1.5, that's half the fight.
What are they looking at? You know, like why do they think? What indication do they have?
And then on top of it, when you add the fact that in the last 5 fights for both fighters, you got 6 decisions combined out of 10 combined fights.
Yep.
And the odds are saying under. Well,
Trap.
under to go the distance, no, is the favorite. But let me see something real quick.
I think
this tells me that we're on the right track on this fight right here, because how the fight will end, the KO is plus 125, the points is plus 160, and the submission is plus 250.
Good read.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah, I like the over here. I feel way more confident now just looking at that line right here, how the fight will end. I'm willing to risk the plus 160 points and the plus 125 KO that it's going to go over 1.5. It might still be a knockout, but I feel like the over 1.5 is solid here. And it's good value at -158.
I think because they both lost their first fight, this is a very big stage. That they're going to be a little hesitant in the first round.
Yeah, right.
Which we've seen a lot in these exact situations. We've seen the same thing.
You got Muhammad from Dubai, so he's not going to want to get embarrassed in front of his people, you know, and he's the underdog, the big underdog. So, yeah.
All right.
I wanted to check something real quick. Was this okay? All right. Yeah. Never mind. Nope, this is a card that was put together. So what's interesting about this also, they have the fighter rankings worldwide. Fernandes worldwide ranking lightweight. He's the number 235th ranked lightweight worldwide. And Muhammad is the number 184. So he's the better ranked fighter ranking wise, you know.
Yeah.
They're similar in age. Just under a year, about 10 months apart. Muhammad's older. Same height, same reach, they're identical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the over here, over 1.5 rounds.
Solid. We'll lock that in.
Yep.
We're on the same page on that one.
Yep.
Shamil Gaziev versus Dontel Mays. Yeah, I actually think this is a decent fight. I think.
See, this was the fight that I was talking about that I would not be opposed to skipping it altogether. I didn't look into it, but the way they looked was like disgusting. This was the worst out of all the fights on the card. These two looked the worst, and I mean, they are big guys, you know, but they look like shit.
I didn't see the weigh-in for these guys. I know they're bigger guys.
Yeah, but they look terrible. They would look bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be decent personally, but I didn't see the weigh-ins, and that's just from what I've seen in the past. But this is definitely a fight where, because they're heavyweights and their track records aren't that good, and they're both in their 30s.
Yeah.
Fucking hate betting on these fights, bro.
Me too.
You know, especially now that you're saying they didn't look good at the weigh-ins.
No, not at all.
So this could actually go from, what should be a decent fight to just a garbage ass, lackluster, no cardio, type of fucking situation.
Over rounds is 1.5, minus 152 for the over. Fight to not go the distance, minus 220 for no. So it's kind of like the other one. Same thing. I feel like Dontel Mays, he definitely has the Jackson Wink connection with John Jones. John Jones still there?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I haven't. We hardly hear from Johnny anymore.
Yeah, he is. It shows that he is, at least. Greg Jackson is the head coach.
Against fire.
And then for these guys.
Are you at 1.5?
You know what's so crazy about this? This guy trains in the same gym as Islam.
No. AKA?
Yeah. KHK MMA team. Islam.
Because Islam trains at
Makayev.
AKA, right? Unless he switched camps.
It says KHK.
Maybe he's trains about, but I know. Let's see. I'm looking at this thing right now.
Makayev also fights out of this.
Just fight sloppy to me, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said when I seen it. I was like, I would be, and it sucks because the Menafield fight.
And the same.
I thought we could pick a winner there or come to some type of conclusion, because I felt like this was the fight that I would be like okay with scrapping, not even betting on this. This is one of those fights that I also probably think goes the distance. They would say probably not go the distance because they're big, but this is a fight that I could definitely see we scrapping, and this is the time where we take a break, use the bathroom, get a snack, and the fight's still going. Like, that's how I feel about this fight.
I'm gonna write scrap on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna scrap it too. I voted to scrap it from the beginning. Once I seen how they look like crap.
Anytime that you tell me a heavyweight shows up and they look like a certain way, it's very, and this is not every time, but most of the time we have seen the performance is, when you have two of them that look like
sloppy.
That. It's sloppy, bro. It's not a fun fight. Can somebody land a crazy haymaker? Yeah, they're fucking heavyweights, but that's the problem with betting on this shit. It could end in the first 15 seconds, or it could end in a decision.
Yeah, I don't like this fight. I think scrapping. Scrap rhymes with crap. So let's scrap this crap.
If I seen the fucking weigh-in, I'd probably be feeling the same way as you. When I first seen this fight, I was like, oh, that could be decent. But they're both showing up like that, and that's just there's no room there. There's no room there to do anything.
This is one of those fights that you have the luxury of taking a break, and if you have to do any readjustments or get a snack or something like that, this is the fight to do it. I kind of wanted to pull up the versus.
Computer is fucking working overtime today.
Your computer?
Yeah, I could hear the fan going crazy. So you want to jump to the next one?
Yeah, we can.
Or was there something else, another point you wanted to point out?
I was just gonna pull up there the way he looked. I'm
gonna pull up Grom and I can never fucking pronounce this guy's name. Kutateladze and Jordan Vucenic.
Okay, so this is how Gaziv looked. And then this is how Dontel Mays looked.
Wow, I've never seen him look that bulked, and his stomach looks bloated.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Nope. Scrap.
Yeah.
The next fight.
All right. I have this circled for a reason. Yeah. My physique award of the card goes to Garam. This guy looked like I've never seen anybody look like that, bro.
No way.
Like I was so impressed how good he looked. I'll pull him up right now so you can see. He looked amazing. And a lot of the guys did look good, I'm not gonna lie. But when he flexed, I was like, wow.
Physique's on point, huh?
Yeah, here it goes. Oh, let me all right. This is him.
Yeah, dude, shredded, dude.
Yeah, look at when he flexes though. Watch it. Watch his wings.
Oh, what the fuck? He's about to fly away.
Yeah, he's shredded, dude.
And he's in a have to win situation too. Garam, he's coming off 2 losses.
Right.
He's lost 2 of his 3 UFC fights.
He lost to Brener by knockout.
Yeah, late in the 3rd. This is a debut for Jordan Vucenic.
He's on a 4-fight submission streak.
Garam has not been submitted in his UFC career. The last time was in 2015. I don't think he's gonna get submitted. If he looks like that, I'd have a very hard time thinking that he's gonna get taken down and submitted.
Yeah, same height. I mean, same reach. Garam is 5'11". Vucenic is 5'9".
What's your over under?
My over under is hold on. My over under for this fight. Where is it? Okay. Over under 2.5 minus 182 for over. Which
mine's at 1.5. Some weird ass reason.
Oh. Yeah, this is he trains with Alexander Gustafsson.
He's really good, Gustafsson.
Kamzat Chimaev's in his gym. That's why he probably looks like that.
Dude, you man training with that fucking maniac?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And you gotta be guy. I mean, it's his UFC debut, but the leagues he came from, Cage Warriors, he's 9-1.
Man, this fight's. I'm gonna be real, bro. This fight's really tough.
Yeah.
For me.
Damn. This guy gets a lot of submissions.
Yeah, this guy's hard to submit, and he's really, it looks like he's ready for them takedowns. That physique, man.
Yeah. And this is how the other guy looked, and he didn't look too bad.
Dude, those tattoos are just absolutely fucking absurd.
Yeah. When he flex, he looks all right.
It's just the tattoos are killing me, bro. What's funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't look good as homeboy physique wise, but
yeah. It's a close one.
I hate these
prelims.
odds, bro.
Yeah, the prelims are gonna lose people money, I think.
They're fucking with me.
Yeah.
I don't like this prelim card so far, bro. This is the fourth one. We've hedged one, scrapped one. We're very indecisive on them, and ended up with the 1.5.
Right.
This is a trap. These prelims are traps.
Yeah, that's what I think. Especially a guy making his UFC debut. How do you get to this point? You know what I mean? How did you get here? Especially on an Abu Dhabi card. You must be really good.
What do they know that we don't?
Really good. Yeah, he must be really good. And he's the underdog.
Honestly, bro, if we're gonna bet on anything, I think fight not go the distance.
Fight not go the distance? I can see that.
I think this is what I think. I think Garam knocks him out, or Jordan gets a sub. I think another Patty situation. Patty, Bobby Green, we said the same thing. Bobby's gonna knock out Patty, or Patty's gonna submit his ass.
Yeah, Garam got 7 knockouts. His last fight, he got. Oh, he did a grappling match, and he lost in the first round from arm lock.
Yeah, arm locked.
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't think I've ever. Like in the last 10 years, 15 years, I've not even seen anybody land that on somebody. So you have no jiu-jitsu skills.
He did beat Gamrot though in a split decision, which is pretty impressive.
Let me see.
He got knocked out by Elvis Brener and an arm lock to Marcin Held, who's 29-10.
Yeah, we can't really judge that though, because it's not MMA. But yeah, I mean, it is a little alarming that you can't defend a fucking arm lock. How do you get in that situation, my guy? Like, it's very basic. I think fight not go the distance, bro. I think I'm gonna put that as a bet. I can't pass up another fucking fight.
Yeah, I like it, because Garam looks so good, and will fight go the distance? Yes is a -144, and the no is a +114. So it's kind of like how that Vera. It's giving me like a Vera vibe right here, to where it's a coin flip, and I'm willing to take that chance. You just got arm locked in your last grappling match in the first round. This guy has, what I counted, like 5 submissions in his last 6.
He's getting tapped, bro. But
yeah,
this fight is someone's getting fucked up. I don't know who. I can't tell you who, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna end in a sub. But I'm not confident enough in this fucking guy making his debut to say that.
Right.
But personally, I'm gonna go with fight not go the distance.
Yeah. He fought Paul Hughes, who's pretty big in Bellator. And he lost unanimous decision in Cage Warriors.
Yeah.
But the fact that he has 5 submissions in his last 6 fights,
I mean,
is it pretty telling of what he's gonna do, or gonna try to do, at least.
Tells you everything you need to know, pretty much, right?
I want to see something. I like using this as another way to kind of look at it. Let me just pull something up real quick.
Your thing. I'm gonna pull up the next fighters while you do that.
Okay. Let's see. I just wanted to see the stats on Garam. It should have grappling. Garam has a 75% takedown defense.
It's not phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it's not phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mind you, this, who has he fought though? That, you know what I mean? Like, this guy seems to really know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
It also, is on who he fought. Have you fought anybody that's elite in jiu-jitsu? You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
I would say no. I'd put my left nut on no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Gamrot hasn't fought since July 1st, 2023. So it's been over a year since his last fight. Jordan has fought twice in 2004. His last win was July 20th by guillotine choke in the first round.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think my mind's pretty set, bro, on the fight not go the distance.
Yeah. I like that too. Either way,
Yeah. Either way, you flip that coin. Now the next one is interesting. Oh
Yeah.
God, Sam. Oh God. Sam Hughes.
I wasn't as impressed. Well, she didn't really flex, so I didn't really get to see her. But this feels like a give me fight. Sam Hughes on her way out, I feel like she's just like bouncing up and down. Like she really hasn't fought anybody either. And to not have, I mean, where has she fought?
She's been one of the most frustrating people to put bets with.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's 3-5 in the UFC.
that's terrible.
Duda's 2-0.
Sam Hughes is also 32. This chick is 25.
Yeah, that's why it feels like a feed me fight because she's undefeated. She's from Russia, They like to push those Russian fighters, I feel like. And we always see that stat whenever we're watching UFC events. The younger fighter wins, 70% of the time. Especially with a big gap like this. It feels like UFC wants to push Dudakova and phase out Sam Hughes because if Sam Hughes loses this fight, that'll be 3 in her last 4.
I'm calling it now. She's getting cut come Tuesday. You're going to see it on online. Yeah. I'm calling it now. Sam Hughes gets cut.
This was one of my favorite picks. Just off of her physique, the way she looks, and the script is kind of writing itself. 25 years old versus 32. She has a 67-inch reach. Hughes got a 64.5. Obviously, I feel like Hughes will try to use wrestling
against a Russian, though. It's like how successful are you going to be?
Yeah, she's lost every way. Hughes. She got 2 knockout wins, 1 knockout loss, 3 submission wins, 1 submission loss, 3 decision wins, 4 decision losses. So she's all over the place, and she kind of just like always seems to lose.
I think that for the value, Victoria is one of the best picks of the night.
Yeah, I love this play. I think I told you this the other day, and I showed you how she looked, and she looked amazing. She didn't really flex in the weigh-ins. and then on the face-off, her hair was kind of blocking her face, so I couldn't really see. I'd like to go see that other angle that they do on stage. I don't know if they would put that for this fight though, but I do like Victoria money line. I think she gets it done, and I just don't see Sam Hughes winning this fight.
I love it.
Yeah,
I think it's
Dudakova has 4 submission wins and 2 knockouts. She's never been finished, and she has 2 decision wins. 1-0 in the Contender, 2-0 in UFC. So,
yeah, I think that's self-explanatory, bro. Like you said, I think you put it perfectly. They're trying to push one forward and phase one out.
yeah.
I think that's just like the perfect way to explain this fight. And I think that's what we're gonna see happen, and I'm calling it now. Sam Hughes is off the. She gets cut come Tuesday.
Yeah, she's done for.
She's done for.
This next fight is interesting.
Jai Herbert.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nelson.
Herbert's all over
worthy.
the place, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus
I was leaning the other side, honestly. I've seen this guy fight. He's 2-4 and 1 draw.
He's actually pretty. He's not bad. This guy.
Who? The other guy?
Yeah, he's
Bedoya?
had a rough start to the UFC, but he's actually not bad. I've seen some of his highlights and shit.
He's never been finished. His only losses are by decision, and a split decision loss to Chaos Williams is crazy.
Bro, and that's your opening act, your opening fight for UFC?
Yeah, that's a tough
one. That's fucking bonkers. You went the whole way?
And he fought Kanan Sung.
And he's only 27. Jai Herbert's 36. Case closed.
Case closed. Put it in the bag.
Bedoya. Yeah. Let's see where you're at.
And I've been seeing Bedoya. Yeah, he's the underdog. I didn't see it. The face-offs and the weigh-ins, I thought Bedoya looked better. Jai Herbert doesn't look too good. I just 36. Like you said, the 36 to 27, and we've been seeing MMA. We've been seeing UFC push these Peruvian fighters. They're fucking gangster.
Peruvians, they're next, bro. Yeah, I don't even think there's much to cover on this. I mean, it's the big age gap. You have somebody who's never been finished, as somebody who's been finished 4 times. All recent, mind you. So it's Jai Herbert is on that 35-year-old plus downhill slope.
Downhill.
And that's what we've seen. They start to peak 34, get to 34-ish. It starts getting a little weird.
Yeah.
By the way, is 2-4-1 in the UFC.
Yeah, he's 2-4-1, Jai Herbert, right? And if you look at his last 5, he's 2-2-1. So he's.
That's. Yeah, no thanks, bro.
I like the value with the underdog here.
I think it's Bedoya. I'm going to say this again. I think Bedoya is one of the best picks of the night. Crazy how he went from a very rough start to, oh, wait. We just found 2 really solid picks. I have an idea, but let's go through this last one real quick, and then we'll talk parlays,
Yeah.
Okay, so Dumas is a wild last name.
Yeah. Dumas. He's weird to me. I gave the look test to Tulilin. Tulilin looked good.
I wasn't expecting that.
Looked good. Huh?
I wasn't expecting that answer. I'm glad I asked because I didn't see their face off further.
This is a weird fight. I don't know how to call this. I feel like Dumas is on a must-win basis right now because remember, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just shocked at what I just seen on Dennis's record, but go ahead.
So Dumas, he came into the UFC undefeated. I remember that first fight. He fought Josh Frem. That was his first fight in the
I do remember.
UFC, and he was a huge favorite and got smoked by Josh Frem submission. He went on to win his next two and then lost his last by knockout. So it's like he is the way younger fighter. He's 28. Dennis is 36. And he lost, it looks like 4 of his last 5. That's bad.
I think this is another one of those situations where
Feed me? Are you saying that?
I think they do want to push Dumas.
Yeah.
And I think Dennis, whether he wins or loses, he's going to get cut. I think he's in that situation. I think he's, for a Russian especially, to have his record, he's garbage. I'm sorry.
11-9, 3-loss streak right now. He's on a 3-loss streak.
All finishes, by the way, against opponents.
Park. Gregory Rodriguez will knock most people out, and Christian Leroy Duncan is another. He fought these last two guys that just fought last week and got finished by both of them by knockout. And that's crazy because you get submitted, you get knocked out twice in a row. And then so 4 out of his last 5 are all finishes. He got finished 4 times out of his last.
And he's proved that he could be finished everywhere, just like Sam Hughes.
Yeah.
So
he got 3 losses by knockout and 3 losses by submission. 2 losses. So it's like
this is easy.
Yeah. Dumas money line.
I won't say Dumas is my favorite pick of the night, or I think like my gung ho, but I have 2 that I think are locks of the main and 2 that I think are locks of the pre. Now, let's talk a parlay. Let me know what you think. I think for the prelims you have to have Bedoya.
Yeah.
I think you have to have Dudakova.
Yep. And Dumas.
Dumas.
What do you think? Yeah, right.
I think for the first
age gap.
Fights,
the age gap is such big too, and it's like I feel like just reading off the script, like how it's looking like UFC showcasing some guys on Abu Dhabi, which is usually always a pay-per-view. It's a great card. I do like Dumas. I do like Bedoya and Dudakova. And then, those last 4, those were like a little tougher, but the first 3 were a lot easier to predict. Like I like those first 3.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Those first 3 I think are solid. I think a good 2-legger though, if you want to go, just let me see. Actually, let me make sure this makes sense before I fucking open my fat ass mouth. Bedoya and Dudakova. I think if you do, perfect. A solid 2-legger, Bedoya and Dudakova. Solid 2-legger. I think the best 2-legger you can make on that. And I do think you make a secondary with Dumas. Opening fights always scare me. I will say that.
Yeah.
I do think that 3-legger is solid, but I do think you want to separate Dudakova and Bedoya into something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just how we did for Umar and Magomedov. You know, you always want 2 that you can rely on, right? Oh, faithful. So yeah, I like that. So that was 3-leg, the 2-leg. And what do you think, man? Let's put together a 4. Oh wait, I forgot to. Okay, let me go back. We have the Hedge fight. Menafield. So
yeah.
remember?
Yeah, we do have that.
So
wow.
We could do what?
We do the first 3 and then hedge the Menafield fight.
Okay.
And then just hope that we were right on the Menafield.
Well, that one's a hedge, yes and no. So quite frankly, they could both do for all I care.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, again, we could throw. I think we should use Menafield as an underdog. Throw something together, right?
Yeah.
I do like the hedge, the money out for the hedge, but look, if we did,
let's say that over too.
Let's do that risky. Let's do a risky bet, right? Menafield. Okay. Fight not go distance.
Yep.
Garam and
Dudakova.
Jordan.
Yep. Dudakova money line. Yeah, Garam fight got not go to distance. Dudakova, Bedoya, and Dumas. Right? That's 5.
It's 5. We did leave out the
over 1.5.
Yeah, which I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with it too because the odds are so favored on the other guy. And I did now that I just looked at it, I did not like how both of those guys looked. They looked like crap. They didn't look like they were ready.
Yeah. So that one, that over 1.5. We should throw it in something. Let's say hi. How the fuck do you pronounce that again?
Yaya.
Yaya.
Mohammed Yaya.
Why did I think it was way more complex than that? See me overthinking shit? Fuck. All right, so Yaya, Fernandes. I do want to utilize that. Over 1.5, right?
Yep.
And then what should we add that with?
What's scary about that fight, besides Michael Chiesa and those odds I don't agree with on the -500, Fernandes has the second best odds of the night, according to Vegas, even more than Umar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is very interesting.
I did not really like. I wasn't feeling how bro was looking. Yaya.
Really?
He looked like he did not want to be there, bro. I'm gonna show you.
That's always fucking great.
Let me see. We could look at the So this is the Fernandes guy. Not too bad.
Very lean.
Very lean. Solid. Looks fight ready. Got his game face on. Wait till you see the other guy.
Good.
Okay, got him.
Oh, he looks sad.
Yeah.
He looks. Oh no. He looks deflated.
Yeah. He looks like he is drained. I will say that I just forgot to mention this. The Garam and Vucinic, he stepped up on short notice to fight Garam.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Even more of a reason to think it's not going the distance, right?
Right. Exactly.
I just sent you a telegram. If you want to read that parlay, let me know what you think.
Over 1.5 for Yaya Fernandez, Bedoya money line, Magomedov money line, Joel Alvarez money line, Dudakova money line, and Nurmagomedov money line. That's pretty solid.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you one more. I just want to utilize some of these prelim and.
You entered these already, or you?
No. These are just screenshots I'm building
Okay.
and plug and playing on. I'll send you the screenshots.
No. Fight not go the distance. No for Garam Fusanik. Over 1.5 Yaya Fernandez. Bedoya money line. Magomedov money line. Dudakova money line, and Umar Magomedov money line. That's a good one too. The more I look at that over 1.5, the more I'm a little worried about it.
Are you?
Yeah, just off of the way Yaya looked. And on top of it, the guy being a minus 370 favorite to win.
What was the odds on the over again?
I got for this fight over total rounds. Over 1.5 is a minus 146. The under is a plus 114.
So they think it's close.
Pretty close.
They think it's really close.
Yeah. What I'm looking at here, the odds opening were minus 395 for Fernandez, so it came down a little bit to minus 370.
Yeah.
Yaya was a plus 310 starting, and he came down to plus 295. I almost feel like, huh?
I'm gonna look at that fight one more time.
Yeah, I almost feel like we should take Fernandez here. He looked way better, and he's the minus 370. I mean, that'd be like the easy way out, just to take the big favorite.
That's true. We'll see that.
No.
I'm with that.
Yeah, after looking at that guy, the way he looked deflated like that,
he might get finished quick.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see this. Let me go
to
back
open
here.
at a plus 310 is nuts.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I'd like to do as well, because let me see. This fight card starts at 12, right?
Yep, 12 Eastern. So I actually got to get fucking editing. Well, not editing. I'm just gonna have to upload. But
but when does so this fight probably starts? Let me see. It'll tell me on FanDuel what time they think the main card is, or the main event is gonna start. 5:45. So it's perfect. You know why? Because we also have boxing, and
what time?
boxing should be late because they're in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So I'll let you know right now. 6 p.m. the card starts.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
All right.
And it's really gonna be the fights that I like won't start till later anyway. It'll be, let me see. It says 9:30.
9:30.
This one says 9 o'clock. Isaac at 10. Yep. And then Crawford at 11. Now, Terrence Crawford is definitely a lock today, so you could definitely throw him into any parlay that you want.
All right, perfect. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play around with it. I'm gonna let me upload. I'm gonna end this video so I can upload these fucking videos.
Okay, we went for an hour.
Very little. I haven't even fucking slept. So
yeah, me neither. I'm low key tired.
Yeah, I'm starting to get tired too.
Yeah, we got to get a little bit of rest. I definitely got to put in some parlays because I don't want to go to sleep and have like me rushing to put in some parlay.
Yeah. Let's do this. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna
All right.
Let me upload this shit real quick, and then let me go from there.
All right, cool. Give me a call.
All right, brother.
Later.